All right, guys, so we wrapped it up. It took me about 7 days to get this bad boy cleaned up, and then we're going to do a video of why this thing's awesome. I'll do a walk around of how good it turned out in this video, but we're going to start with the first thing, which was the dog hair. And so I'm going to walk you over there and show you my filter. So you probably wouldn't have looked at it and said, well, there's probably some dog hair in there, but there's not that much. I want to show you how much I extracted using my methods that I have a video on. I'll link it below. Before we get started, make sure you smash the subscribe button and the like at the end of the video. We got some cool new truck stuff coming up, some new SUV stuff coming up. Don't want to miss out. And of course, always we have automotive news as soon as we can get it to you guys. But let's take a look at this vacuum. All right, so this vacuum was dumped and clean before I even started the Avalanche. So we can see down there we got the fine dog hair. This is all the trash that was up in there in the dirt. And this is the filter. Now this is just what stopped because the filter's too full. But if I can push this bad boy out, that is what you couldn't see. So I went ahead and pulled it all out of the filter, and then you can see inside my filter here, this has all the fines that aren't down in here, but if you bang it, you can see it all coming out. But this right here, like I said, is just, if you saw the first video, you didn't see all this crap. And this is how far I take every vehicle that's used that I buy, detail it down to the very thing, do the shampooing, clean the headliners and stuff. You know, it's normal to see some of the other crap in there. The dirt and stuff's gonna get cleaned up, but if you have somebody with allergies, that's crazy. So that's probably one of my biggest accomplishments on the truck, is getting all the dog hair out, and that is a whole lot. So let's go check out the rest of the truck. All right, so here's the outside, guys. Shined up really well. You know, at the end of the day, back in the day, Chevy, when they chrome these, I think they put some type of clear coat on them or something. They kind of haze out over time, but they did polish up nicely. Again, the truck was high and tight. I mean, it has a few rock pits and some scratches and stuff. But, and when I say gross in the videos, I don't mean like it was like nasty, like anything. It's hard to explain. My version of a clean vehicle is showroom, so I try and get back to that. Anything, if somebody spilt something in there, that's gross to me. It may not be so gross to other people, but outside looked good. Did my own window tint, got that done. Took the body moldings off. Decided not to put them back on. I like to look better afterwards, but if you have a truck like this and you want to take those off, there'll be a video on my channel, so subscribe, head over there, look all of the videos up on this, because a lot of this is going to cross over to Silverado, Sierra, Tahoe. I've said it a million times in my videos, so I won't bore you. As we come around here, like I said, everything was high and tight. It has the more ride suspension, so it has the air self-leveling. We just did some little minor things. Below cap in the tow hitch, not going to use that. And everything up here cleaned up really nice. And as we walk around here, we can see, you know, like I said, with the body moldings off, looks real sharp. Interior came out really great. And I'll do a video. This is just the wrap-up video. It's all done. You can see we got the headliner spots out. And again, 99.9% of this stuff will come out with just a real mild cleaning solution. I use Johnson's Baby Bar. The carpet was really stained from dirt and just age. So I've went over this several times, and it's going to keep coming out the more and more you do it. It's just dirt. It's nothing bad there. As we come in here, like I said, I redid the seat. The seat wasn't horrible, but it cracked right here where GM typical ones do. Thing I like about this kit is this leatherette or leather material versus the vinyl. This is going to have a higher wear over time. The center console lid, we did swap that out. And once I got out in the bright daylight, it is the darker gray here instead of this light. But what I like about it is everything on the top is dark gray. As you come down, it gets lighter. I actually like the contrast here of that. I think it looks really sharp. Obviously, we got the steering wheel cleaned up. Replaced our door handles that were they weren't broken. They were just peeling. For this age, that happens. Again, no cracks in the dash. That's not a titanium issue typically. It's usually the tan and the black. And again, everything in this truck works. So I'm very pleased how it came out. And the more I have it, the more I drive it, the more I can come back in here with now the green machine, the spot machine, and just try and extract it. The dirt is breaking up and it's getting so much cleaner. It's just been a real blast. So yeah, you can find a gem amongst of everything. And I don't really care about the miles on this thing because the maintenance history is great. And it just runs so good. It runs really good. And I brought the car enthusiast in to take it for a spin so his video will come out because he loves the older GM products. I always have. I've always loved Avalanches. Can't wait to bring out the video of me reviewing it for you guys and just kind of walking around everything, showing you what makes the Chevy Avalanche good. And unfortunately, just some things come up, so I am going to be moving on from the Avalanche, and we got rid of the Subaru the other day. We're moving some stuff around for us, so but until then, I'm going to enjoy it. Let's catch you on the next one.